Alright, welcome to task number 3 of the Ditto's Bakery, the tax calculation crisis. And in this task, our goal is to create a model that is going to give us the amount of tax that we owe on the equipment that we purchased 5 years ago. At this point, you need to estimate how much your equipment has decreased in value since you bought it new 5 years ago. This is a concept called depreciation. Search for similar used version of any one of the 6 pieces of equipment you originally purchased and see what it's being sold for used today. We'll assume the other 5 pieces of equipment depreciate at the same rate. Now you can use eBay or maybe Amazon or anything else that you can think of to search for these things used. You might even just Google used whatever the item is and find it for sale. Now, the nice thing is you don't need to find exactly the same model. This same model might not have even been made 5 years ago. But try to make sure the items you find are as similar as possible to what you bought. For example, the same size of oven or the same functions, and if possible, the same brand. Also, the used item you find does not have to be 5 years old, but you do need to know how old it is. That's important because you need to compare its price now to its original price and know how many years it took to get from that original price to the price it is now in order to figure out how much value it's lost each year. Once you know that, then we're doing a process. You can use a process similar to what we did with task number 2. You're going to create a graph showing the decreasing total value of the equipment. So don't do each separate piece of equipment, just do a total value of all 6 items each year, and another graph showing the amount of taxes you owe for each year. Finally, and this is the main goal of this task, create the model that gives the amount of taxes you owe on the equipment based on the number of years you have owned it. So again, your independent variable ought to be the number of years. And this year should be where t equals 5, or x, or whatever variable you use for your independent variable. As before, add your findings to your project showing your whole process and all your calculations. This time especially take care to cite your sources, including URLs, so we can see which piece of equipment you are searching for, what comparable equipment you use to determine your rate of depreciation. That's going to really be helpful in possibly identifying a mistake if maybe you found a piece of equipment but it wasn't really that close of a match to what you were looking for. That could definitely impact your calculations. Okay, so there's our introduction to task number 3. So have at it.